the drink tickets. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast today.
Well, thank you for having us. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Can you guys introduce yourselves, what you do in the band, your name starting down from here?
Sure. I'm Jaden. I play guitar for the Drink Tickets. And, there's nothing else, I guess.
Vibe Master.
Yes, exactly. Vibe Master. I'm Nick. I play bass guitar, and I also do backing squawking into the mic.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I do that.
Backup vocals.
Yeah. Backup squawks.
If you want to call it that, sure.
I'm Kaya. I play guitar and I'm the lead singer and one of the main songwriters. I feel like we all collaborate, but I bring the lyrics.
Nice.
I'm Sebastian Oscar Bangert Lundgren. I play drums, and I'm also the band's mascot, as I tend to dress in a wizard costume for gigs. So, yeah, that's the main thing I do.
Why a wizard costume?
Because he's just so magical.
Yeah. Also, yeah, like, my friend just made one for me. He was like, dude, we should totally go adventuring. And so he made himself, like, a rogue costume, and he made me a wizard costume, and we've just been, like, walking around and doing side quests and stuff. So
legendary.
Shout out Ethan. Not Ethan Benson. Different Ethan.
Big shout out, Ethan.
Yeah. Thank you, Ethan.
Okay, well, tell me first the name, the Drink Tickets. Tell me how the name came about.
Well, it's so hard to find a name that hasn't been taken. And so I was actually very surprised that the Drink Tickets hadn't been taken. And it's always a good time when you have drink tickets, and you always want free drink tickets. So, yeah, that's kind of where the name came from.
Hell yeah. And tell me, who are your guys' biggest musical inspirations right now in this very moment? We can start from that end.
Wow, okay. I have been recently stealing a ton of stuff from LCD Sound System because I've been listening to them a lot, and I like synthesizers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the main thing I've been taking stuff from, but also like, you know, the consistent television and My Bloody Valentine and that sort of just general stuff. It's cool, and I like it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I have a couple different influences for different things. I would say, overall, I really love Wolf Alice, and I only got recently into Wolf Alice, but I just love how the band, the different genres are so random, but they also have a sound that you know, and like on, I think it's like one of their albums, they have like a song that's so like reverby and airy and spacey, and then the one right underneath it is like full punk rock, and I'm like, hell yeah, like the switch up is like so awesome. But writing, I've really been into Blonde Shell. Like last year I just listened to Blonde Shell like all the time. And guitars, I love the Psychedelic Porn Crumpets.
Nice.
Love those guys. And one artist that isn't an inspiration musically, because I don't think they could be touched, is The Last Dinner Party. But stage presence wise, oh my god, they're like the gods.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I guess in terms of personal tastes, I find myself drawing from a lot of post-hardcore these days, mainly shellac, this old Swedish band called Far Apart. In terms of what I bring to Drink Tickets, I'd say a lot of my bass playing, I just steal a lot from McCartney and Carol Kay. Yeah, of course. It's a bit of jazz, like Charlie Mingus, that kind of stuff. So that's my contribution, I guess.
Nice. I'm definitely the weird one of the group. I take inspiration from a lot of J-rock and J-pop, mostly from the franchise Uma Musume, as well as like J-rock bands like Unison Square Garden and songwriters like Masayoshi Oishi. Yeah. It's just a lot of like super like condensed like jazz harmony and melody writing, but in like crazy contemporary contexts. It's so cool. I'm so in love with it.
That's amazing. No, I've listened to some J-rock that have some really, really awesome guitar lines in it.
So, dude, the guitarists in those bands are cracked.
Yeah. So, it's like a lot of different influences kind of across the board. So how do you guys all kind of get together and come up with the Drink Ticket sound? Is it kind of take its own form when you guys get together, or does someone kind of have a song that's already has a vibe to it, or how does it kind of go about?
Generally, how it goes is Kaya tells us what to do, and then we do it.
Dictators. Hi, my name is Kaya. I'm the lead songwriter and dictator.
I dictate everyone in this group.
Of course.
There's no rights. There's no HR.
You want to complain, you complain to me.
Yeah.
If I don't like what they're saying, I just mute.
So, how do you guys all know each other? Like, how did this band come to be? Please.
Interesting.
you asked,
yes,
Jimmy.
actually.
Yes. Please tell me.
Little known fact, we're all technically second cousins.
Mm.
Yeah. So, Jaden's father is a cousin of my mother, who is a cousin of Kaya's mother, and Kaya's father is a cousin of Seb's father. So...
And we are also lined in our Filipino
Exactly.
Exact order.
Percentage.
Yeah,
Yes.
it goes full, half, quarter, none.
full white.
0 traces.
Yep.
So,
So, yeah.
how did you guys all meet then? I mean, that's kind of crazy happenstance.
It was
that
just
you
the weirdest family reunion in the world. Man. No, seriously, it was just like, we just ran into, like, I think it was like spring last year, we all just like found ourselves in the same room, and I had heard of Kaya's band for a while, and they were going on hiatus and wanted to change up the lineup, so I just offered my rudimentary bass skills, and that's just sort of how we sort of formed the nucleus of what we call 3.0.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know what it is at this point. But there's actually a really funny story about how Seb got into the band. Do you want to tell it, or do you want me to tell it?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
So I was at a show, and this was literally the first time that I met Kaya's dad. I was just like hanging out at one of my dad's concerts, and this like crazy dude comes up and is like, "I heard you play drums."
Wait, but you have to explain that like our dads haven't seen each other since childhood.
Oh,
So
wow.
it wasn't like some random guy came up. It was
Yeah.
like my dad saw that John was playing a show, and then he went to the show.
Oh,
and
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were talking. It was like he came up and was like, "I hear you play drums. My daughter's in a band and they need a drummer. I'm gonna take a photo of you. I'm gonna send it to her, and then you're gonna be in the band." That is what. Yeah,
For the photo the other day. I was
So-
looking for the photo.
yeah, he sent a photo of me to Kaya and was like, "Do you think this person could be in the band?" And also,
It wasn't even do you think, it was I found your drummer. No context. No context. And Seb was just like 14.
yeah, I'm 4 years younger than Kaya, and so she was like an 18 at the time, and I was 14, and so yeah, I was like this little guy. And so yeah, like I just started. I guess I've been in the band since that point, and I've not been asked if I actually want to be here at any point.
Anytime that comes over that, we just like
Yeah, get the gag out. So I mean, yeah, that was an interesting way to be greeted into the band, but it's been a pretty good time since, so I'll take it.
So, where, I guess, because since you're like the primary songwriter, so to speak, like, how does your guys' rehearsals kind of go? Do you bring a song, like this is the song, this is the A section, B section, figure out your guys' parts, or are you like, here's an idea for a song, and then you all kind of build on each other? How does that kind of go about?
Do you want to answer?
I'd say it kind of goes like half and half
Yeah.
typically, because it's just a matter of because when this lineup sort of got together finally, it was Kaya had sort of mentioned like on a few occasions that she wanted to change up the material from the last couple of iterations of the band, so she was already asking us for ideas, I think, by the first or second rehearsal. So it's been very much half and half, just like reintegrating some of their previous material into the sets, but also some new material based on an idea either Seb has or Kaya has, just whatever sort of like comes to mind and strikes their fancy, I guess would be a way to put it.
and I would also say that like last year we went on hiatus because some of the members were going to school, so they were gonna leave anyways, and so we're like, okay, well maybe we just gotta get a new band. And then on that hiatus, I was like trying to write a bunch of new stuff because we played a bunch of shows last year, and I think we just got tired of our set, and because our old guitarist got hurt, so he was out for like a couple months, and so we kept getting like sub in like bassists, sub in guitarists, that we just had to keep playing the same set because like it was what we could practice. Like we couldn't write new stuff because none of the members were there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then we just got to the point where we were so sick of our set that we were like, you know what, let's just get a new lineup who's all going to be like stationary members and then write some new stuff. And then now, I'd say the process goes, I think we're still working on finding the Drink Ticket sound. And one thing that's kind of hard, but I guess it's a gift at the same time, is because like our influences are so different and I listen to like so much different music. Whatever band that I'm really into at that moment, I'll write a song similar to it, and so it's so random all the time. And so like we like recently our new set and our new like songs are a bit more punky, a bit more like, how would you describe Tune Out? Weird. Like we gotta
Weird,
do a lot
sure,
of
yeah.
counting like now. and so and that's just because I've been listening to a lot of like the psychedelic porn crumpets. But we have one song called More Than a Body, which is like so influenced from Blonde Shell, who I mentioned earlier. And then we have this one song called Take Me Out, which the lyrics are super inspired by Sir Chloe. I don't know if you know that artist, but yeah, so it really depends on who I'm listening to. And so I think all of our songs are kind of like, there's not really a genre, but I guess it's a genre. And but that's again what I like about Wolf Alice, is that there's not really a genre.
You could say one thing,
Yeah.
but it's like
Yeah.
different ones will apply.
And so I'm hoping we like find like our sound and like how we like to mix our sound, because then it'll all sound the same.
You used a term a while back, something like bubble grunge
Oh
or
yeah,
something like
bubble
that.
grunge.
Yeah.
That's how I would describe
Bubble
us.
grunge.
I think it applies.
I think it
so,
applies too.
Yeah.
What is bubble grunge?
Bubble grunge.
Drink
is
tickets,
like-
that's what.
Yeah. You want to know what bubble grunge is? It's
you
the
take-
drink tickets.
Yes.
Cobain and put him in like a Zorb and start spinning him around.
You put them in a what?
It's like one of those, like the
But a
Zorb is
girl
like-
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, it's one of those like inflatable balls that you can like get into and
Oh.
like roll around in.
Oh,
Kick him around.
the little, yeah, the
That
hamster
is
wheel
bubblegum
ball.
grunge.
The hamster.
I
ball
would
things.
say
No,
like
just bubble grunge.
Oh, bubble grunge.
Yes.
Grunge is an entirely different.
okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa. I was jumping the gun there. That was my bad.
All good. All
Bubble
good.
grunge. Bubble grunge. Okay.
yeah, I'd say bubble grunge is like a bit more pop vocal, or not really pop vocal, but like clear vocal compared to like normal grunge, where you can't really hear what
It's
they're
kind of
saying.
muffled between
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
of the drums
with
and
like
everything.
maybe bigger drums, more distorted guitar, or like fuzz guitar. But then there's also reverb, so it's kind of just like, yeah, it's a mix of
It's loosey goosey.
yeah.
How do you guys feel about like having a genre labeled on you guys?
We don't like I can't figure out a genre, but I would say that bubble grunge is like closer, and I love bubble grunge. Like a lot of my favorite artists are bubble grunge, so I'm happy about it.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. And have you guys gone to the studio yet as this lineup? Have you guys been to the studio yet?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we
technically,
have-
yeah.
How many new songs? Yeah, we have like 4 new songs that we play consistently live, and so we just went to record them like over the past couple weeks.
Where'd you guys record them?
I went to SAE Institute in
Oh,
North
nice,
Van,
nice.
and so we got a year access of like free studio, and like, what day is it? Like at the end of this month, my access is gone. And so I was like, guys, we gotta get in there. We gotta get in there. I was like, the hours were like so weird. We were like practicing, and then I was like, you guys gotta get in the studio at 9 a.m. And then it was just all over the place.
16 hours, no exceptions.
Yeah, no, like,
Dictator, there we go.
yeah.
Laying down the law.
Attendance is mandatory.
Take off the belt.
Every time we have a band practice, there's a whole roll call, and so Kyle will like walk into the room, and everybody's gone.
Yeah, everybody's gotta line up. We have our march.
Exactly, you know.
We need to start organizing like a way we march on stage.
Attention.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Okay. Well, how was it like playing your first few shows as the Drink Tickets? I know it's not the same lineup, but how was the first couple of shows for you guys?
I guess my first show with these guys was the rebuttal show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that Green Auto rebuttal show. That one was really fun.
Rebuttal.
Or what was it called?
Comeback?
Comeback, or whatever you called it. I don't know what the word is.
Comeback show.
That weird instance at Reggae.
Oh yeah, we did a sub. We did this really weird last minute gig. It was like the same. We were rehearsing for a later show the same week, but then there's like we saw a call. They're like, oh no, it was what was the institution called?
It was a fundraiser for the Nikkei Institute. It was like advocating for Japanese communities in around the
Exactly,
Vancouver
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
Nice.
It was like a fundraiser thing.
It was fun, yeah.
Yeah, it was a really nice fundraiser, and like I think one of us saw in our stories. We're like, oh, they need like a band in like a couple hours. We just had a rehearsal, and we're like, yo, this is kind of killing. What about we just kind of like subbed in for this like random reggae show?
Yeah,
And so that was our that was technically
our
my first.
test.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was technically the first show. That was really fun. I
When
remember.
was that?
Redgate?
Yeah, when was
Yeah,
that?
what was that?
March.
Mid-March, I think.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
March
It was a
25th or
Sunday.
something.
Okay, nice.
Because
Yeah.
our first our comeback show was May 1st, and so
Of this year.
yeah.
Okay,
And
so-
it was actually such a fun show. Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
such a good time. I loved the lineup. Like
Yeah.
it was all of our friends, and
That was
so
a really
it
fun
was
one,
like
yeah.
such a good show, and like
Yeah.
there's a bunch of people there, and it was like so fun.
Nice. That's awesome. So you guys are like with this lineup is relatively new. Like,
yeah, I'd say so.
me-
But one thing that I actually really love is like these two like really know their shit, and so like they like come prepared most of the time, and then
Most of the time.
like but they can really like lock together, and so like one thing that I find interesting between doing kind of like a high school band with your friends is that like, you know, you're young, you're kind of like wishy-washy all the place, like, oh, I missed a note, whatevs, like, you know, but like now we sound like really tight and like really good, so I'm super happy about it.
Also, they know the chord numbers. And so
Oh
they speak
yeah,
it.
oh my god, in tongues.
Halfway through rehearsal, like, and me and Kaya don't know any of that stuff because I just sit behind a drum kit.
Yeah.
The drummer.
So they'll be trying.
Okay, put the mic on him when he's.
Oh, yeah,
Oh yeah, my bad. So they'll just be sitting in rehearsal like, oh, it's the 4-2-6-5-1-3.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a 4-6-2 progression here in the
Yeah,
key of
yeah.
C major.
yeah, and both me and Kaya are just kind of sitting there like.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you give me like a and then they're like, yeah, that's like a 5-7-6. I see. I'm probably not even saying
And
the
that,
right note.
and then we do exactly what what they ask of us, and then they go nerds, you know, that kind of thing.
to the cellar.
I mean, you could just do it like a normal person, and then we wouldn't call you
That
nerds.
is normal people stuff. The numbers.
With nerd people stuff.
It's like not even like C sharp. It's like 4. And I'm like, how do I know? Of what scale?
What shape is that?
What fret are we on? Guys?
And that, my friends, is what we call education.
There you go. I think it was at least nice though that especially during the studio we've all at least the three of us all went to like audio tech school.
Oh, yeah.
So doing all of that was super easy.
Did you guys all go to SAE?
different institutions?
Yeah.
You went to Selkirk,
I
right?
went to Selkirk up in Nelson.
I went to Douglas College, the New West campus, and Kaya was at SAE. So.
Okay.
And then
I'm also going into Douglas. Oh yeah, my bad. I'm also going into Douglas, so we're all gonna have the audio
we're all
engineer
gonna
training.
know how to yell at each other.
He's gonna know. He's gonna learn,
Proper key.
and then the drummer will finally learn how to hold a mic to his mouth.
My bad. It's not my duty. Normally, it's placed in front of me.
So you guys all is this for music production? I mean, you two are kind of trained on your instruments. Is that true?
So Selkirk is a 2-year program,
Yeah.
and so throughout both years you do kind of the general like musician thing. So it's a sister school to Berkeley. So I learned a lot of music theory, ear training, and like general proficiency on my instrument. And besides that, I took the specialty of audio, like digital workstation stuff. So I learned how to do recording engineering stuff, live sound, and also studio work
Oh, nice.
at my program. So it's a nice like kind of catch-all
Yeah.
for everything.
It's called Selkirk.
Selkirk College up in Nelson.
Okay.
It's the middle of nowhere, but like I really recommend it. The school.
Cool.
And one thing that's actually really weird about it, well, not about the school, but we had a bunch of mutual friends that I didn't know we had until, like, so for example, my childhood friend named Dylan, like,
Oh yeah, Dylan
like,
went to program.
I'm from Whistler, and so like it's like kind of like its own bubble, so like I don't really know
Yeah.
other people. And then out of nowhere, Jaden's also in a band called Chris and Their Cannibals,
Yeah.
and Chris went to school with Dylan, and then Jaden also knew Dylan, and he's like, wait, that's the guy that like comes over and like brings us bread whenever they come.
We played
Yeah,
in
and he's so awesome. Like he bakes and like cooks. And like one time when he was actually one of the people that wrote "Take Me Out" because he plays keys. And yeah,
that Dylan wrote
Dylan.
that song? That's
and,
crazy.
And one time when we were like making a demo, he like came over and he's like, "You guys want some bagels?" And he like made bagels, and we're like,
He's sick.
Hell
He's
yeah,
actually the
bro.
goat. Yeah, he's the
like,
goat.
it's so awesome.
Please introduce me to your friends.
Dude, Dylan's so good. I played in an ABBA ensemble with him. It was so fun. Him just doing the keyboards to like all the ABBA tunes. It was so fun.
I should have asked him if he wanted to play keys on the July 4th gig, but I feel like it's too.
harder to keep him in the band. I didn't know.
No,
he was
but-
giving out free.
He was
food
giving
yet.
him free food, dude. He's so good.
That was a huge bandmate perk. 100%.
I have Dylan roll
I'm the
cook,
bread maker. Yeah.
We should just hire him to make us
the
food
baker.
Yes.
Their chef.
He's our in-house caterer for rehearsals
Yeah.
and our tours and all that.
And then at your schooling, what did you study?
It was very similar to Jaden's program, what he
Yeah.
just described. A very catch-all in terms of studio and live sound work, which I kind of apply to my current job as a AV technician. So there was a bit of a performance aspect to it, just as for credits, but most of my education came from high school playing in a jazz band. I definitely am not in the same league as like a Capilano, collegiate level guitarist or trumpetist or pianoist, whatever you call it. But yes, the pianist, of course. But yeah, that's where my sort of background mainly lies. So
Okay, interesting. And you're in audio engineering, where you finished your program in SAE.
Yeah, but I have like no musical skill, as in like background skill. Like I'm like, just give me like a da da da, and then they do it, and I'm like, yeah, and so then it still doesn't enable me to like know how to speak, because I'm like, give me like a da da da, and they're like, okay, that's a 157. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. You're like, if you say so.
Well, actually, one thing that I find really interesting is that, like, when our first album that came out in 2023 called Better, I wrote that in high school with my one friend who could play guitar. And at the time that I wrote those, I could not play guitar. And so I just, like, wrote the song in my head. And then I was like, here's the tune of what I'm singing. Can you play guitar to whatever I'm singing? And so then he played all the guitar. And like 2023, I couldn't play guitar like at all. And then later I was like, well, I guess I should know how to play my own songs. And so then I like learned like the 3 or 4 chords of like Weekend in October. And then I just like kept adding a random chord, and now like I play guitar, but it was so not on purpose that
Oh, interesting.
that it's
Wow.
like super weird.
Yeah. So you sung the melody first, and then guitar came over top of that.
Yeah.
And that made you learn guitar after, because
Yeah.
you needed to figure out how to play your own songs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Wow. And then you're going to school for Douglas.
Yeah. I mean, I literally just graduated like 4 days ago. So
Oh, nice.
yeah. Thank you. So yeah. I mean, still.
free from the shackles.
So yeah. I mean, it's still a thing to happen, but I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, like in terms of other music stuff, my parents are both musicians, and my dad owns like every musical object under the sun, so I just had access to it, and so I could mess around, and so yeah, that's pretty much where all my music knowledge comes from. I just like sit in my basement and
Tinker.
Yeah.
Tinker. yeah.
Yeah, I'm just playing on my my Hammond with my Leslie. It's okay, no big deal.
So messed up.
It is. It is so. It's like. You ever thought about like sharing that or like?
I mean, if you want to come and take the organ out of my basement and bring it to your house,
We will watch.
yeah, I'll watch you.
All right.
So you guys have all the musical education, or like have the musical education coming, but you guys all have that background in being proficient at whatever you guys chose to finish your degree in. Yeah, which is pretty awesome. So you guys had your first show in March? Is that what you said?
May.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
literally a month ago.
So
The first
literally-
official show was like May 1st.
Where'd you guys play?
That was Green Auto
That was
with
the Green Auto show?
Yeah.
The rebuttal show?
our rebuttal.
Oh, the comeback show.
comeback show.
Where's the rebuttal come from? What are we rebutting?
I don't know. I found the word.
We had another band that made it. Right before we went on hiatus, another band played a show and was like, "We fucking hate the drink tickets. They're terrible. We despise them." Yeah. And so we had to do our rebuttal show, and so that's what that was. Yeah.
Okay, so Green Auto as your comeback show in May, which was last month. Who was on the bill?
Sundress, House of Glass, and their friends Ben's on. Yes.
Beans on.
That's
Beans on toast.
Yeah, Beans.
Beans on toast.
Shout out to
Link in description.
Yeah, link in description. Shout out to the gang of Jimmys.
Ethan Benson, the person, is linked to the description. Just buy him. Buy him from Susan.
That's actually that's super awesome. And then how many shows have you guys played since the?
Like 3?
Not too many. There's never too many. But
3.
like,
We've played 3 so far, and we have another 3 coming. Like
yeah,
starting
in,
on
like, the
Saturday.
span of a month.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, the first of which.
2 weeks. We have 3 shows in the span of 2 weeks.
Yeah, but the real one that matters is come to the Champions of Hope show on Saturday,
June 27th.
at 8 p.m.
Yes, please come. June 27th.
I'm actually so excited for that. It's gonna
Yeah,
be so good.
it's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be a legendary show. Okay, so you guys are like fresh back on the Vancouver music
grind.
scene. Yeah. So what's it been like coming back to Vancouver? How long was the hiatus for?
It was kind of like a August to January kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So like it wasn't too long, but it felt like a while.
Yeah.
But it was just we had to find the artist, and then I felt kind of like a writing slump, so I was like, I don't feel like playing music. And then for some reason, whenever it's December, or maybe even a bit November, but November to January, I don't know where all of the writing inspiration comes, but like I average like a song a week for like 3 months. Like it's kind of awesome. And so whenever it's like spring season and I can't write anything, I'm like, it'll come later. Like,
Yeah, bring on the writer's block. Come on.
yeah, bring it on.
Okay. Well, what's it been like thus far getting back into the Vancouver music scene? Like, how have you guys gone your shows? Like, how's that kind of gone
No,
about?
like I'm actually really surprised at how many shows we have, because like we only played 1 in May, and then we didn't have any, but then I also like sprained my wrist for like a month, so that sucked. But then like different people asked us, but I was like so surprised that like people were asking us, because I was like, oh, I didn't know we were on your radar. So it was kind of awesome. Yeah.
I mean, speaking as someone who had heard of the drink tickets before joining the group, because we had talked about it at the family reunion, and I had finally gone to see these guys at Grey Lab.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, shout out to Grey Lab, shout out to Jackson, awesome photographer.
And Mungo.
Yeah, and Mungo, of course.
At the Grey Lab show?
With yours. Well,
You were at that one with Chris?
Were you playing David Lunch?
No, I was supporting,
What?
like, I was supporting you guys and David Lunch at that show. So it was just like,
But you were playing with David Lunch?
no, I wasn't. No.
Oh, okay.
So it was.
You were at that show? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the show where Kaya poached me.
Yep.
Yes.
That was crazy. Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Wow. Your memory astounds me sometimes.
Yeah, actually, this gets
brought up like every 2
Yeah,
weeks.
it does. Actually.
But yeah, I was aware of like the sort of the I guess clout you'd say like what the drink ticket's name carried with it. So seeing her on the top of like an 8-foot stack of PAs at Grey Lab was just like, oh, okay, now I see why everyone talks about this group.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, you guys have been coming back in May. You got 3 shows that you've played so far, 3 shows coming up. Were these shows kind of gained through just people reaching out to you and being like,
Yeah, we have one on Sunday actually that was literally like messaged to me at 10 p.m. last night, and it was like, "Hey, this band just dropped out. Do you think you can come play at the SFU campus?" And I'm like, "Hey guys, I know it's 11:30. Why aren't you answering?" Like, I gotta get yeah, so we're playing on Sunday, but that one's like super last minute. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I don't know.
It's interesting of like like when you're new to the Vancouver scene, like the name kind of starts to get around again. Like I heard you guys, I can't remember how I found you guys, but I think because I messaged you guys and I think I found you guys through Gobo, the venue manager who works here at the Mez.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
and I think he talked about you, and then I was like, and then I saw you at the last one of the Champions of Hope shows with Benson.
Oh yeah,
I think
yeah.
you were
that
there.
was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your experience like? What has your experience been so far in the Vancouver music scene? How's it been?
Who wants to answer? For me, or here, I'll answer as an outsider, and then you guys answer as like an insider. For me, I love it. Coming from Whistler, it's actually, I like talk about this all the time with my friends. Whistler's so different to Vancouver in the sense that like it's its own bubble, and like it's like blonde Australian and British people everywhere, and then like the dudes are like, I bike, I ski. You do anything else, that's so lame. Like it's so like concentrated that if you don't bike or ski, like who the fuck are you kind of thing. And so like for me, like I love Whistler, but I don't feel like I belong there in the sense of like my people aren't there. And so then when I come here, like actually at that Champions of Hope show, I was like feeling pretty down that past week because I was just like, man, like nobody has dyed hair in Whistler, like nobody plays music, there's no music here, like I'm so like, ugh. And then I came to your, like, the other Champions of Hope show, and I'm like, fuck, what am I talking about? Like, these are my people. Am I shit? Like, what am I on? Like, of course. And so, like, it was so awesome that I was like, yeah, screw it. And so, like, I love the music scene just in general, but, like, here too, like, with how much the community loves each other. Like, like for example, like, the comeback show, Bill, like, we all of us were friends, and we're like, yeah, man, like, your set was sick, like, that was great. And the only thing that I wish, which is like a personal issue, is that I wish I could come to more shows, but because I live in Whistler 2 hours away, I can't get in the music scene as like a friend of like, hey, do you want to just go to the show tonight? Like,
It's an access thing.
yeah, and so like I'm
thing.
kind of bummed I can't be here more,
Yeah.
but like I try to come as much as I can.
So you drive out here to do your guys' shows?
Do the shows, do the
And
practices.
rehearsals
Yeah.
in North Van.
Like I probably drive from Whistler to here like average 3 times a week or 2 times a week.
That's wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Dang. That's
In an EV with like a broken radio or something.
Oh yeah, and my radio's broken in my car since February,
just
so I've
dead
been
silence.
like raw dogging my thoughts in my.
guys are raw dogging their thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute, and then just in this past month, I started an audiobook, and it was a 32-hour audiobook, and I'm like, okay, that's chill. In this month only from driving back and forth, I have like 6 hours left.
Dang.
So like that's how much I'm on that road all the time.
That's wow. That's commitment. That's respect.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Okay. What about your guys' experience?
Go for it, Zeb.
Oh.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. I was gonna say it's lovely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people appreciate the Wizard, but I think also people just. I don't have enough words to express my gratitude for the people in the scene. They're just I'd say a vast majority of the people are great human beings. Yeah, I don't really have the words for it, but I love the yes, we love you guys.
All of our friends.
Yes. That's about it. I'm so happy with
Link to
with
the
everybody.
Vancouver community in the
yes. Yeah. I will have a giant list of every single person in Vancouver.
And
If you
dox everyone
yeah.
and
Yes.
their address.
yes,
Yeah.
if you send
Social insurance number for everyone.
yeah, if you send me
in the description.
your name, address, mother's maiden name, credit card number, etc., I will mail you personally a letter of gratitude.
Our gift
Signed
to
by
you.
me. Yes.
I guess I can kind of speak a bit about being, I guess, an insider. I don't know, because like I've lived in Burnaby since I was a kid, so the whole DIY scene in Vancouver has been, in my periphery for a while, and before joining the Drink Tickets, like my experience as a musician was more as like a hired gun, just backing up local R&B singers, singer-songwriters, that type. But to actually be integrated into a band has definitely, there's been a real sense of like camaraderie, and that has been shared not only within the band but also in the scene itself. And people have that's really been the sort of foundation of which the community has sort of been built upon, and it does feel like a genuine sort of, I guess, safe space, you could call it. So I've also been very grateful for that, and I would, if I could send, gift boxes to every concert goer around Vancouver,
Your address.
yeah,
Your address.
I would. I would, seriously.
On this YouTube video.
I guess my experiences with the Vancouver music scene, I'm in a very broad section of the Vancouver music scene. Drink Tickets was kind of the first proper Vancouver proper project I joined. I'm in a lot of other projects that typically are in older scenes. I know I'm mostly kind of before Drink Tickets, I was mostly working with people kind of Tess Anderson, being on bills with those guys. They're great. Anna Katerina, a lot of the older singer-songwriter types, because my other projects were kind of more in that world. So then joining Drink Tickets, it was so cool to really be inside of that kind of underground Vancouver scene, and just seeing how much fun it is, just all these bands, all these projects are having, and how much fun the audience has. It was so fun for me to talk to the crowd after the show and just getting to know their names and just seeing how committed they are to coming out and supporting live music as a form of entertainment. There's so many people who constantly love spending their time after school, after work, just coming straight to venues and just enjoying that whole vibe that these shows provide, and it's just so awesome to see.
So awesome, yeah.
Totally. And they spend $15-$20 on a ticket just to come see a show.
Yeah, and that is a lot of money.
Yeah.
It is a lot of money, and it's so awesome that
The fact that people have the will to do that consistently, especially I know so many people who are students, like myself, and don't have or make a lot of money. Yeah, it's
especially the pay what you can options as well.
it's
Really help.
it's very cool to see people who are willing to give us their money to see us play music. That's a pretty
Yeah, and
special thing, I
even
think.
just also I think aside from music, all the photographers and all of the people that can do art within the music scene and make it, for example, Katrina from Loxley Visuals. I asked her if she could do a show, and her normal rate, I'm sorry girl, we don't we're not making a lot of money right now, could I maybe pay this much? And she's yeah, for sure, there's always pay what you can options. And I'm yeah, because I would love her photos, but I'm just where we are right now, I can't pay the full rate. So shout out to Katrina, link in description. Love you, Katrina.
No, that's I think the Vancouver scene, I think its willingness to show up is very, very,
and even to help people. One time we had this one of our friends was hey, I really want to be at your show, and I've been at 5 shows this week or this month. He was I've been to a lot of shows, is there any chance I could just possibly get on guest list for this one show because like I really want to be there. I just don't have the money to. And I'm like, you know what? You deserve it. Like we've seen you at like all of these other shows. So like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's people supporting other people is always
Totally.
been a very strong thing. To kind of like wrap that up, like what do you think is like one thing the Vancouver scene does really, really well?
I think includes people. Like, I think we're not, like, I mean, maybe I'm on a different side of the music scene, but I don't think so. Like, people aren't judging you for, like, showing up however you like to show up. Like, you can be yourself however that is, and you'll find your people, you'll find some friends, and then like, hey, look, there's another person in the mosh pit. I don't care what you look like. You know what I mean? Like it's, and like you make friends, and yeah, you feel really seen.
Nice. That's awesome. Okay. What is one thing you guys think the Vancouver scene could do better? We can start from this side and go down.
What could the Vancouver scene do better? I think the Vancouver scene is definitely trying their best to have as many places. Like, this is not really on the scene itself, kind of just its circumstances, but like, as everyone knows, there's always constant fear of these venues closing down, and especially for people underage, it's hard for them to get into shows sometimes because not all shows are all ages. I think the Vancouver scene tries its best, and it's definitely like trying to fill that hole. Like, for example, like Take Your Time Back, when that closed, that was a big hit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's necessarily the scene's fault. It's more so the scene is trying to like patch what happened. But I think I think accessibility is, even though it's pretty accessible, it's still a little bit, I wouldn't say hard to get into, but it's just like it's getting scarily a bit just harder to get into sometimes.
Yeah, it's getting more scarce.
And
Yeah.
and like it makes it kind of like it kind of makes you worry about, like, say there's only like 3 bigger venues, and it's like, how are the 3 venues supposed to provide enough space for all of these bands? And like it's not the venue's fault, it's literally there's not enough days in the year for like every band to get a Friday spot, you know what I mean? And then it's like, how many people go to shows on like a Wednesday night or a Thursday night when, and so.
Gotcha. What about you?
I guess what first comes to mind in terms of what could be improved in the scene, I guess, would be to maintain a sense of protection, because I guess the scene has at least in the last few years has had a couple of people been purged based on terrible behavior and all that. So long as that is maintained, like as the scene grows or at least exists over time, I think that at the very least it will keep the scene intact at least.
And like people looking out for each other, like I think.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good.
Nice. What about you, Seb?
I mean, obviously, yeah, for me, being under 19, it really, really is a big impact on, like, the stuff I'm able to go to when you see stuff like Take Your Time Back or Grey Lab shut down. Because it, like, if you just, do the math, the percentage of venues that it, like, I can go to is decreased by a bigger margin when you take away one as in comparison to somebody who's over 19, because you have like the Roxy or the Pearl Biltmore, whatever,
More all ages shows and spaces.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that frustrates me. And then also Wizard Zoo has not done a show this year, and I'm really sad about that because I want to see other wizards. So I think we need to work on that. Wizard Zoo, hit me up. I'll put my link in the description, and you can hit me up.
We'll put his address in.
Yeah, please show up to my address, and we can work something out. I want to do a Wizard Zoo show.
I mean, there's something to be said about all ages venues, because when you look at like people who are under 18 who might come from like rough backgrounds or rough households, like spaces like shows can be a place where they can go and like not can avoid being home, for lack of a better word.
It's still boggles my mind sometimes, the fact that, you know, someone as young as Seb could technically play a show as part of an ensemble at, you know, the Pearl or the Fox Cabaret or something like that. It's, but can't attend that show, you know. So if you're a friend of whoever's performing, it's like you're shit out of luck on that front. So it's just like, it's a sort of weird, I guess the word for
Well,
it.
one thing that's kind of
trying to remember
weird
the word right.
is like, for example,
Contradiction, that's the word.
well, one thing that like I like about like shows in the States was like when I was younger, like a lot of the touring bands that I loved would go like Vancouver and then Seattle, and then always in Vancouver it was to like 19 plus, and I was like 16 or whatever, and but there like every show is all ages. They just put Sharpie on your hands, and like so then you know they can't drink anything, and it's like, why can't we have something like that here? And they're like, oh, it's liquor laws. I'm like, they do it over there, like and I've seen like some venues do it as well, and it's like, why can't they just like cross out their hands or whatever?
Because no liquor means no money.
But like people are coming anyways.
Yeah, we try to make all our shows all ages.
Yeah.
For the most part, because I think it's good to just accessibility thing too, and the same thing as well. Like if anyone ever is having trouble paying for a ticket, that they can just DM Champions of Hope and ask for a ticket, and we'll just give it to them. Like we're not, trying to squeeze everyone's $20 out of them, right?
But also I think it's amazing. Like I think the all ages ones are like a necessity for exposure for those young kids to be like, wait, I'm 14 and I can make a band too with my friends. Like that was never a thought in my mind when I was 14, because I didn't see anyone do it. Like I was like, oh no, like no one my age is playing music, like I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, like for example, like Princess Ave, like how long have they been around for? And they were like a high school band, and they were like, I think they just graduated this year or something too. And so it's like, I wish I was playing that kind of stuff when I was like 15 to 18. Like that would have been awesome.
That's awesome. Oh, all really great things you guys said there. I appreciate you guys answering that question so candidly. I like to kind of ask this question for bands, and I know you two have been in the lineup relatively recently. But just with all your experience kind of wrapped up, like, let's say everything about the drink tickets was wiped off the face of the earth. All your shows, social media, music, everything was just gone. What would be the core message you would want to leave with people about the drink tickets?
What do you mean? Like, as in, like if somebody were describing what were they?
Just
or
like the message you want to give out with your music.
Be jolly.
I think one thing I try and write about a lot, like I don't know if this is the message of the drink tickets, but like it's definitely something that like I kind of have in the back of my mind when I'm writing, is that like there's a lot of sad music, and there's like a lot of like heartbreak music, and there's like a lot of, I don't know, like the world is a very sad place if you look at it too closely. And one of my favorite bands when I was a teenager was The Regrets. And one thing that I loved about The Regrets was they were like happy punk rock, and like punk indie, and like they sang about love, and they sang about like just life as their own personal experience to try and make other people feel better. And so I really try to sing like happy things when I can, and like some of the songs are like about deep and like deeper topics and like kind of dark topics. Like for example, like our song More Than a Body is about like the objectification of women, and like how female presenting people get sexually harassed and like unwanted sexual behavior like all the time. And so like that one's pretty serious, but what I kind of pivot that into is like I use it to make a platform to talk about it and like raise money for it. And so one thing that we just started doing was we're gonna make like a merch line of More Than a Body stuff. And so we have like foam fingers if you come to our show. We have necklaces, which you
That's
can get
awesome.
a picture of it later. But
That's so awesome.
yeah, and so if you come to our shows, we have like foam middle fingers that say like More Than a Body on them, and it's all by donation. So if it's like $1, if you want to put like $10 in and get some for your friends, like it's all that. And then 100% of the donations for the foam fingers go to the women's shelter and like women's services in the area. So and then for the necklaces, like 20% of them goes to the women's shelter. And so I just really want to give back and like push forward all of the stuff that we can do, even if it's like a little platform that we have. Because like I feel like so many times you see artists and you're like, oh, if I had millions of dollars, why aren't I donating to the thing, like to whatever it is? Whereas like since we're just a small band in a small town, like in a small city with not a lot of funding for like arts and like all of that, like it's hard for us to take money out of our pockets to like speak our word, if that makes sense. Like it's easier if we don't even touch the money to begin with, and it's all of like the people's donations. We're just the kind of like middleman between it. So yeah, like, so if you guys come to our show, get a foam finger.
If you donate, you get a foam finger, and you show that women are cool.
Yeah, if you don't
If you don't donate to us, you hate women definitively.
women, yeah.
Yeah.
Not our rules. Just
Yeah,
just
we're
how
not,
that's
we
how
don't
it
make
works.
the rules, guys.
Yeah.
It's just what we observe.
Okay, yeah, no, that's what about you two? What about you two? For like the core message. What would
Oh,
you
the core
guys-
message of the group:
Yeah.
have a laugh.
Tough one, because I'm kind of, like you said, newer to the project. But I think so far, kind of the energy I kind of come into with this project is that I want to leave the people who come to the shows just give them like something to think about, just something to be inspired about through the project, either through the individual songs topics or through just kind of our live performance and seeing like, oh wow, these are 4 people just having fun doing the thing. I just want to give the audience just something to think about when they like on their way back home, just like, oh, those guys were, maybe it's like, oh, those guys are a bit goofy, or maybe those guys are like, oh, I really fucked with that one song. Just
Yeah.
give them something to think about, and like, I don't know, just make it, even if it's just a small impact in their lives, just make them just think about it a little bit.
Yeah, I like what you said. Like, I think
Oh,
like happiness and like to inspire, like the act of inspiring, like I love. So
Yeah.
yeah, I like that answer.
Inspire others, be jolly, have a laugh.
Yeah, like it's just a good time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
everyone wants a good time.
Everyone
Again,
wants-
everyone wants a good time, and it's always a good time when you have the drink tickets.
Yeah.
Thus our name.
Yeah, exactly. I was
There we
gonna say,
go.
hey, everyone gets a free
Hey.
ticket. Has a good time. Yeah.
If you comment enough addresses, I'll show up to the next show as Santa Claus, and we can
Oh my
Drop
God.
gifts up to your front door. That is so awesome. Yeah, you guys are amazing. I will say this. When I did hear some of your music, I was reminded by one of my all-time favorite bands, which I don't know if you guys heard of them, but they're called the Fourth Wonders. No, but super amazing band.
Oh, sick.
The vocals, your vocals reminded me of.
Oh,
that
sick.
band,
I'll check
yeah.
them out.
Yeah, but that band's awesome, and I was like, oh, what a good vibe.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Cool.
But yeah, thanks so much for coming out here and doing the podcast. You guys want to shout anything out? Anything else you're doing besides the June 27th show, which is in 2 days? 2 days?
Something like that, yeah.
Which is in 2 days. Yeah. Anything else you guys are doing? Cooking up?
Come to our Pearl gig. That's the biggest show we've ever done. So come to the Pearl on July 4th. Um,
Celebrate the 250th anniversary of the U.S. with us.
no, no.
Celebrate.
Come get a foam finger and support women.
Yeah.
Happy Global Beatles Day.
Oh yeah, happy Global
Beatles
Beatles Day. What's going on? Yeah, no, that's. I think our July 4th is kind of our last gig that we have
Lined up?
Lined up.
Yeah. Cool. Well, if anyone comes to the Champions of Hope show and buys a foam
Yeah.
finger, I will give you a drink ticket to get a drink.
Facts. Whoa.
This is our guy right here.
Signed drink ticket.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, thank you so much. You guys are all amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Much appreciated.
It's going to be a grand old time. June 27th, raising money for the Vancouver Food Runners.
Yeah.
We got Goo on the bill. We got Filthy Traders. We got Goo on the bill.
I know. That's what I forgot what you meant.
Oh, we got. Oh, God. Fuck, who's gonna clean this up, man?
We got filthy goo on the train.
All the posters just come with a layer of slime.
It's like the Nickelodeon words that you got
Oh,
signed.
yeah. You get
if you want our set lists, they're gonna be sticky.
yeah, it's like your set list is whatever your band's name is. So like the Filthy Traders one is gonna be filthy. The goo one's gonna be gooey.
Drink tickets will function as a drink ticket if you come.
Oh, so there's only
Okay.
four.
I'll say that. Yeah.
That's actually kind of awesome.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you so much for coming on, and we'll see you on the 27th.
Yes, sir.
Bye.